Good morning, everybody. Lee.
Good morning.
Hey, Alan. Good morning. It's about 11:00 something. We'll give everybody another 30 seconds or so. Okay, Lee, if you want to go ahead and mute everybody out and get the recording started, we'll go ahead and get started.
Yep. All right, hang on. Line muted. Line unmuted. Conference recording started.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, July 10th, 2017. I'm Matt McCrae with Chelsea Insurance Group. We've got Lee and Alan on the phone today as well. Hope everybody had a great holiday week last week. Typically we see a slowdown in sales during the week of July 4th, but actually we had a great week. So there was a ton of agents out there writing business last week. So we appreciate that. Thank you very much. We are kicking the second half of the year off very strong so far. So let's keep it going. And as everybody knows that's on this call, if you were on the call a couple of weeks ago, you do know that we are in the middle of a contest right now. Chelsea Insurance Group is sponsoring a contest for every application that you write from a week ago through this Friday. You're getting your name in the hat for the drawing. The drawing is going to take place next week live on the call. So if you're watching the video or you're dialing in, I'm going to be drawing names out of the hat next week. That's going to happen on the call next week. And just as a refresher, that contest is, the first name out of the hat is going to win 20 telemarketed leads. The second name is going to get 20 telemarketed leads, and the third winner is going to receive a 1,000-piece mail drop. So pretty huge contest. We're dumping quite a bit of money into this. So hopefully you guys are out there writing deals in hopes of receiving some free leads. So just wanted to remind everybody of that. Now, every week on the call, it's very important to us at Chelsea. There's two ways that you can increase your income. One of those ways is to write more policies, sell more policies. And the second way is to get higher premiums when you are selling the policies that you're selling. So what we like to do is keep track of our average annualized premium. And we've been doing this all year now. This year, so far, as of right now, average annual premium year to date, I take these numbers off our system every Monday morning. So year to date right now, we're at $861.95 as our average annualized premium. Divide that out by 12, it's $71.83 per month is the monthly premium on the average case that we've written all year. So far for the month of July, we're trending up over the average. So great job, everybody that's writing business so far in July. Our average annual premium for July so far is $878.99, and that's a monthly premium of $73.25. So great job to everybody that's, I'm sure that the numbers are increasing higher now because of all the tools that we're providing and just talking about it. Us talking about this on a weekly basis is getting you guys thinking, hey, I can just ask for another, $15 or $20 or even $5 more in premium on this. Instead of quoting a $10,000 policy, I'm going to quote an 11 or a 12, or I'm going to go up to, 15. So, great job on that. We're pushing our averages up. So just keep the trend going up the rest of the year. I'd like to see that average annual premium hit $900. That would be pretty amazing if we can do that. Okay, so this week we're going to talk about leads, different types of leads, different sources of leads, the importance of leads, and quite frankly, the reason that we decided to have the call this week on this idea is because about a week ago, I learned that avatar leads have now become illegal in the United States. So, the FTC back in May of this year announced that they are treating avatar leads just as they are treating voice broadcast leads. Avatar leads is one of the types of leads that we used to offer. We no longer offer them. We've got to follow all of the guidelines that the FTC or the government puts out there for us, and that's just one of them that we have to deal with. So we are no longer utilizing an avatar lead, and we haven't been using voice broadcasting leads since September of 2009. So there's a lot of agencies that still might be using those, but there's a lot of things that can happen, and a lot of the agencies don't even know yet that they're illegal. I just do a lot of the research on this type of information. I want to make sure that we, Chelsea Insurance Group, are always doing things in the proper way that we can. So, what are some things that can happen if you are using avatar or voice broadcaster leads in your business? Well, you jeopardize losing your license for illegal marketing practices. You jeopardize yourself for lawsuits. I know agents and agencies that have both been sued for utilizing voice broadcaster leads. Now that avatar leads are illegal, I can see the same thing coming and happening. Agents that are using avatar leads could get sued, could get fined, lose your license. It's just not worth it. So let's focus on what are legal, what types of leads are you allowed to use still. My favorite is the direct mail lead. This type of lead that somebody actually, fills out a card and drops it in the mail is my personal favorite. And let me go a little bit into detail on why. Because when we're doing direct mail leads, there's say 1,000 or 2,000 or 1,500 letters that are going mailed out into your community. We can narrow that down all the way to the zip code if you want. When we're doing other types of leads like telemarketed leads or TV leads, those have to be by statewide for TV typically, or countywide for telemarketed. So with the direct mail, we can target your exact zip codes that you want to work, because there's not a do not mail list. There's not a do not call list that we have to worry about when we're doing mailings. So we've got the entire zip code. We can pinpoint your area. Next reason I like it. You can, when the mailers go out, what happens is 1,000 or 1,500 pieces go out to these people. They get the mail out of their mailbox and they sit it on the table or the counter or whatever. Eventually they start opening and going through that mail. They pick up the direct mail piece that we sent them talking about burial insurance, life insurance, and final expenses. They sit there and they look at it and they read it and they say, you know what, this sounds interesting. I'm going to hold on to this, or I'm going to fill this out. So it actually takes them putting some thought and effort into it. So they have to actually fill out the form and either enclose it in an envelope that's included in the mailer and walk it out and put it in the mailbox, or they have to just, if it's a card that doesn't have an envelope, they just fill it out and they put it back in their mailbox. They're taking some effort, and typically they're going to discuss this with their spouse. So they're getting both people involved. Yes, this is something that we're interested in. So those are some of the reasons that the direct mail lead is my personal favorite. Now my next personal favorite, now direct mail leads, some of the downfalls about it is it does take about 3 to 4 weeks before we start seeing any results coming in. So, if you're doing a direct mail piece mailing, you've got to mail every week, because whether you got leads coming in this week or not, you still have to purchase additional drops so you have a consistent flow once they start coming in. Because if you mail now and then you wait for your leads to start coming in before you mail again, you're going to have that 3 to 4 week gap where you're not going to be receiving any leads. So it's important to keep the direct mail pieces going out as often and on a weekly basis. Now, telemarketed leads are the next option when it comes to leads. And telemarketed leads are great because you can get those quickly. You know, we can start a telemarketing campaign. If you're just coming on with us and you need some leads quick, you know, you don't have any direct mail leads coming in, you don't have anything, well, we can get you some direct mail leads pretty darn quick. Typically, in most areas, we can have a direct mail lead order or a telemarketed lead order started in about 2 to 3 days. And in some areas, we can have that order completed in 2 or 3 more days. Sometimes it takes maybe a week to stretch that order out. But on a direct mail order, you're going, 3 to 4 weeks before you start seeing leads coming in. Telemarketed leads, you're seeing leads very quickly. Now, telemarketed leads is a different type of marketing. We're kind of doing some interruptive marketing where people could be sitting around, at dinner. They could be watching TV and all of a sudden ring, the phone rings. So we're interrupting them from their daily routine, and we have a telemarketer that's telling them about a burial life insurance policy that's now available in the state at much lower rates than it ever has been in the past. Ask them if they're interested in getting a quote. Ask them a series of questions, and the person is just going to answer and say that if they're interested or not. So that's a different type of marketing than the direct mail. Do those leads work? Absolutely yes. We've actually been doing telemarketed leads longer than we've been doing direct mail leads at Chelsea Insurance Group. Telemarketed leads are a great lead to get you into the house quick. They're a lower cost. If you buy 20 leads, you're going to get 20 leads. It's not like a direct mail where you hope you get a good response. Telemarketing leads, you know exactly what you're going to get because you purchase a set amount. Now, the telemarketing leads, we do have to follow the do not call. Yeah.
Hey, sorry about that. I just want to let you know that you're breaking up quite a bit. In fact, it's difficult to understand what you're saying, so I just want to let you know that. At least I'm on the conference call line, so I don't know how it's coming through anywhere else, but it is breaking up badly.
Okay. Let me put everybody on hold real quick. Let me go check something. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? Is this in? Hopefully this might be a little bit better. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can, and I believe you left off at that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I know right where we're at then, so I'll go ahead and pick right. Okay. How was that? All right, cool. So we were talking about telemarketed leads and how what a great source of leads it is. Very fast turnaround time. So you've got direct mail, telemarketed. Now, when it comes to leads, that's the lifeblood of an insurance agent's career, basically. You've got to have leads. You've got to have more than one source. We at Chelsea offer those two that we just went through. You've got the direct mail and you've got the telemarketed. But there's other things that you as the agent can be doing as far as lead generation. If you don't have the money to invest in direct mail or telemarketing and have somebody else generating those leads for you, pick up a dialer. Do some cold calling yourself. That's one option that you have. You could buy some old internet leads, or you can buy some old leads. You can buy some new internet leads. Those are typically cheaper. They're not the best results. I usually don't recommend them, but it is an option that's out there. We've done some testing with Facebook leads. They had some good traction. They're just pretty expensive now. I have a feeling that the further we get into Facebook and doing more, the lead price would come down. But typically on the Facebook, it's more like the telemarketed lead. You've got to give a bigger area. You can't just give zip codes. You have to give, a 30 or 40 mile radius around your city. Another type of leads that you can do is referrals. Make sure that we are always asking for referrals in every home. A lot of this stuff seems like it's stuff I talk about all the time, but gosh, it's so important. It is so important. So referrals. What other things can we do? Do some seminars. Do, anything that you can do, just word of mouth. Make sure, one of my favorites is the good old-fashioned business card magnet. Make sure that we're putting that on everybody's refrigerator. So, I'm not sure what's going on with my internet, but everything is done through the internet these days, including our phone service and our conference call service. So I'm not sure. I apologize for the cutting in and cutting out of the phone call today. But Alan, do you have anything you'd like to input today?
No, great job. We always say that leads lead to activity, and you can't, without leads and without activity, we don't have sales. So, good job. It's so important to have consistent marketing, because without it, you can't have consistent income. No, other than that, I don't have anything else to add.
Well, once again, I apologize for any technical difficulties we had today with the call. If the call was choppy, I'll look into that and see, make sure that we can try and prevent that as much as possible in the future. But, so we're getting off here a little bit early today. That kind of threw a wrench in things. But remember, next week's call, we're doing the live drawing. How many times are you going to have your name in that hat? Submit as many applications as you can. Let's try and get some of the free leads that we've been talking about. Remember, we're doing direct mail, 1,000-piece mailer for one winner next week, and we're doing 2 orders of 20 leads for other agents. So let's keep July going. Let's keep the second half of the year going strong. Thank you for your time today. Thanks for joining in our call, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.